Well, we're going to get started here. We'll call our special commission meeting to order. Like it's about 1:40. Commissioner Stokoe and Peterson are present. Commissioner Morrow is on Zoom. And in the room, if we could introduce everybody real quick. Brandy
Warburton for tomorrow.
Mark Pat for Morrow.
Jake Madison Ranches.
Craig Reader, Madison Ranches.
Lisa Milter for
Okay.
tomorrow.
Okay, very good. Will we need any conflict online with John or anything? You think that?
No. No.
Okay.
Okay, so it doesn't sound like we are going to have a discussion that will involve a conflict for me then?
No.
Okay, all right, thank you.
No.
Okay, so then online, Brandy, if you could go through online,
Okay, we'll
I
start.
missed that one.
Okay, we'll start with John,
Hello, John Murray, for tomorrow.
Kirk,
Kirk Mogg, Stoll Reeves, outside counsel to the port.
Sam Tucker, Port Morrow, attorney.
Michael,
Campbell with Stoll Reeves.
and Erica.
Philosopher for tomorrow.
That's it.
Okay. Under new business, we have leases and agreements.
And we'd immediately like to go into executive
Okay.
session.
Okay, so let me read this executive session part. The board will hold an executive session meeting for the permissible reasons stated below under ORS 192.6602. Representatives of the news media and designated staff and other persons shall be allowed to attend the executive session. All other members of the audience will be asked to leave the room. The public virtual Zoom meeting link will be closed during the executive session, as permissible executive session meetings are not subject to HB 2560. Representatives of the news media are specifically directed not to report on any of the deliberations during the executive session, except to state the general subject of the session as previously announced. No decision will be made in this executive session. A, for the purpose of considerations of deliberations with the port's executive director and other staff members who have been designated by the port to negotiate transactions related to the sale or lease of real property, ORS 192.6602E. And B, for the purpose of consultation with counsel concerning the legal rights and duties of the public body with regard to current litigation or litigation likely to be filed, ORS 192.6602H. So with that, looks like it's 2:40 or 1:41. We will recess our special meeting, and we will go into executive session. Okay, so it looks like it's 4:56. I will reconvene our special November 25th commission meeting. And on our agenda right now are leases and other agreements on a new business.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Rick.
I would make a motion that we would authorize Lisa to continue to negotiate in good faith with Madison Ranches Incorporated the following agreements. The first one would be water delivery and application agreement. The next one would be an agricultural sublease. A ground lease reference to the ponds, to a pond. And municipal industrial water agreement used for agricultural irrigation.
Okay. Is there a second to that motion?
Is she authorized to sign the agreement at the conclusion of those negotiations?
I would amend my motion to authorize Lisa to sign upon completion of those agreements.
I agree.
You agree to the amendment? Okay. Rick has moved and Joel seconded, plus there was an amendment by Rick and accepted to the amendment by Joel. further discussion on that motion? Yeah, these are important pieces of a long-term deal. I think we're all in agreement. Everybody's taking a leap of faith here and going forward.
We appreciate it. Did we vote?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Any other discussion on that motion?
I would just say, we appreciate your partnerships and continue to look forward in the future for all of Morrow County, but even more than that, the region. So I have nothing further.
Okay.
I would add that also, so, thank you.
Okay. Okay, with that, all those in favor say aye.
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 Okay, John's an aye on Zoom. Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carries unanimous.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you guys for coming in today.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
Yes.
I believe we have one other, and that's the property agreement.
Farm management agreement.
Farm management agreement. So I would make a motion that we authorize Lisa to negotiate in good faith the farm management agreement. Is that all that's gonna be in there, is the management agreement?
Or you wanted to, so, negotiate, what does that do?
It gives you 1 year management of the farm to deal with all of the DEQ issues and current tenant. And the RA property.
Yeah, no, so I'm thinking, sort of, without the management agreement, without the lease, the liability, really, I think, isn't it?
I think the farm management agreement is temporary.
So,
until-
so there's, the problem is there's a motion on the floor, and until we get to the motion, we shouldn't be in discussion, so. But I need further advisement to better structure my motion, so. I would, I'm gonna withdraw my motion,
okay,
so that we can further discuss and better understand what the motion will be.
Sam had a good, can Sam give us some guidance on this? I think.
did you hear that, Sam?
Yeah, I did.
Commented on it earlier.
I did not know. I thought that the farm management agreement would be something that would need to be brought back to the commissioners. Yeah, because I thought there was a consensus that that was something that you wanted to vote on. Kirk, did I miss that? Do you know what that was?
You're muted.
You're muted.
One option for a path forward would be that, without taking any further action, Lisa could proceed to work with and negotiate regarding what that management agreement might look like with Madison, and to then bring it back to the Port Commission at a future date. You know, if Lisa feels like she needs more direction in order to proceed, she could certainly request action from the Port Commission. But you know, based on prior discussions that have been had, I think Lisa probably has some good direction about how to proceed in following up with Madison, and then recognizing that there would be a need to come back to the Port Commission before executing any management agreement or lease regarding that farm.
So based on that, I don't think we need a motion, we could just do that by consensus of the community to,
Yeah,
is that,
that's kind of what I was thinking.
okay,
Started. She was gonna go start.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with that, as long as we follow some of the principles that we've talked about, or discussion points that we've talked about, and then we can come back.
Okay,
Yeah, my note here says 1 year management agreement and
Have some more
provision
clarity.
for apartments.
Yeah. I think we can move forward with that. You can, that's enough direction.
Okay.
Okay.
And I guess the question is December 4 okay, or do we need to have a special meeting next week?
No, we
It's
have,
been before, I guess this is the time
yeah. We, this is report's fine. We
Is it
appreciate,
It is.
December fourth, next
we
Wednesday.
appreciate your guys' time. We'll try to not need any of it before. next week.
Yeah.
Okay, so
The only,
December
just
4.
the last is just that, so we're clear on the action items for that well agreement. Do you want us to present at the December fourth meeting what that well agreement is about? Do you want us to get you some information in front of that? How would you like us?
No, we can do that.
Yeah,
on
we can do
December
it.
4.
That's fine.
Yeah, if you get it to Lisa, she'll get it out in her.
Okay.
Yeah, beforehand it'd be nice,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Is that, I mean, that's, there's even funding that we're gonna try to go get with you on that as well. That's just a no-brainer deal that we really need for the.
Hey, can I, a quick comment? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear all that when multiple people are talking, but I really value having you two in the room and hearing your thoughts on that. So the well situation, it's hard for me to hear right now. I'm sorry. I would love to have you come back to a meeting where I could actually sit and hear you better. Right now, especially I can't hear because I'm traveling back from a doctor's appointment. But so that's my preference, if possible, Chair Taylor.
Okay,
We'll see you
yeah,
next week.
if you can, yeah, all right, we'll see him next week then.
Yeah, and we're happy, to provide any of that historical context too, if there's any information that you guys would want or would be helpful, because,
It's
Some of you-
fine, because,
some
yeah,
of you haven't been on the committee, and there's a whole bunch of that stuff that was done a couple managers ago, but we don't want to throw anybody under the bus, but having that historical context may help provide some stat on.
It definitely will. Brandy, you're sending the packet out Wednesday?
Hopefully. Yes,
when we get it, we're gonna, yeah.
so that would mean I'd need your white paper by Wednesday, please.
That's fine. I just got it tonight, so I wanna sit down with you and go over it again, just so we're on the same page and then,
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, is there any other items that we need to discuss,
No,
others
that
on?
was it.
Okay. So it's 5:05 and I will adjourn our meeting.